So, Leo, Mercury retrograde, not fun time at all. Well, it's not bad time. For this Mercury retrograde is on from 30th of January for a weekend until 21st of February. It is in Aquarius, so that signifies very strongly right now intellectual growth and understanding and truth and a lot of new ideas. So we use our mind this time a lot to rethink of everything, rethink our goals, values, lovers, our financial inputs and stuff. It's also time where we would more likely be getting back together or getting a closure with our exes. It's more very much to do with a mind and a lot of things we might say things what we don't maybe mean to come out as harsh, but they do. But it could be just because it's the truth and we want to speak our truth during this Mercury retrograde the most of all. It will it can come out a very kind of harsh and hit the sore spot in our ego. So it is kind of a time but not to take anything very personally, but rather take it as a constructive criticism and find the truth within us, ourselves. It's also a great time for technology because Aquarius is very fast forward moving technology personality. So it's not a good time to buy buy a new car or any kind of laptop or phone, but it's a great time to take in your laptops and get them serviced, your phones, get them viruses put up, and so it's a kind of a good time to kind of clearing and healing in a lot of ways. If you have a car, get it serviced. If you have insurance, to renew it. Look over that type of parts of it. Also, it's a great time for connect with old friends. Okay, just to kind of communicate with them. Consider if the 2020 has been we have been very much separated, then this is a great time to catch up with an old friend, connect them, message them and find out how they are. It's also a great time, also including with the connecting with old friends, it's also a great time to look at your social influences as well. Like, let's say what kind of Facebook groups are you in? Can you connect them? It's a time when you start to understand how much you have changed from who you used to be and how much growth they have done in between point A and B. But for also Leo, this Mercury retrograde happens in your 7th house. And I'm Leo rising, so especially your rising side, if you're Leo rising, this is a very kind of a strong point, very highly highlighted for you. Rethink and reconsider your love life is who you are with in a lot of ways. It's like, it's all about relationships, not only love life, it's also your friendships, who you have who's your enemies. And it might come out that the people who you might have been hanging around the most are actually not that good of a friends of yours. So you might end up going in, rethink your friendships, including your love life. So during this, it's going to be a mayhem in relationships generally during this, for Leos, for kind of a in this during the Mercury retrograde. There is, if you're single, the ex might appear, and it could be that you reconcile with the ex. It's also, if you are in a new romantic connection, there is a big chance of miscommunication or understand, like, it's just you might not be actually understanding fully where you're going. Another thing, yeah, old issues, any type of old issues might come up, and it's a great time for Leos to kind of resolve any type of your own old patterns as well, and understand that you have old patterns there. I wouldn't recommend January to start new relationships, especially Leos at this current environment, because of these relationships might end up until next Mercury retrograde of being on off or kind of hot cold relationships. So if you're not into it, then I wouldn't go in a brand new relationship, but you could reconcile with your ex. Would be a quite good idea. It's a great time to make up with old friends, and your business, if you run a business, you might end up getting a lot of new clients, and these are great clients. They will return and buy from you again, or service. They would be your great time for setting up a new solid customer base. So let's see, do we have anything from the cards? Now I'm going to pull some energy cards to kind of see kind of what else can be helpful. So we have Goddess of the Moon. Now this is the card would there is some kind of mysteries or kind of secrets probably revealed during this Mercury retrograde. It's like I'm saying, there is some things coming to light. Watch out the new moon next week on 10th and 11th of February in Aquarius. We also in 10th of February we're heading into towards the Pisces season, and so this is like kind of the watery or emotional energy starting to come up. And Pisces is very connected to the moon as well, so it is kind of a time where you might have a lot of synchronicities, and you could get a lot of this type of a water energy in a lot of ways, this emotional backlashes. So like I'm saying, it's a big chance that one of the exes would come back, and not necessarily, maybe you're not want to kind of get back together, but it's like a kind of a lot of closures, and why their behavior would have been in such ways. There is like this mystery coming out to reveal yourself. That now let's get. There's definitely secrets. A lot of people will be at this very moment connected to this type of energy. The Goddess of the Moon comes out a lot of signs, because like I'm saying, this is a time for the truth. So if there's any kind of a secrets, they would be excellently highlighted. Now I have, okay, perfect, I have 4 cards. See, I'm gonna pull this caring connections. Okay, a very good, like I'm saying, this relationships could be coming, and there is a possibilities. I can't even say that word. But this is like an opportunity, options also about. I do sense this is more for business, that if you have felt that you haven't been really able to move forward in your business wise, then you have now possibilities coming in. Your value has been heightened at this very moment, because you're not shy to speak your truth. So you would be able to kind of really go forward and prance yourself around a little bit. But I do sense there is a lot of possibilities, not even in a relationship if you're single, but just don't get into a relationship right now. Angel of Balance is this is kind of, yeah, you're just kind of balancing out. If there is any kind of a basically cases and all, you would be there to talk about it and highlight it a bit. But yeah, watch out for miscommunication. So let's see about the love life, because the 7th house is our descendant, or this would be the sign, zodiac sign who we would be most compatible with. So if you know your star sign, but then ascendant sign, then ascendant opposite in the chart is descendant, and that would be like For me, Leos, you probably have Aquarius, so you would be very much connected with any air sign, or Aquarius. Mainly, you would click really quickly with them. Now, let's see. Can we get some advice for in love for Leo? Okay. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship, so watch out in any deceptions. Can we get one more? And yeah, some of the exes who could come back might not be that, or if you are in a relationship currently, let go of control issues. You could be having like that they might not be truly honest with you, mainly because they might be a bit ashamed of their own behavior. So that can happen. That's kind of a natural thing to do. Okay, we're gonna pull a healing card, shamanic healing oracle. Not getting a whole lot of here. We have here. This is the one, home. Heal your home. Where you feel a home the most is the question. Your home is your safe place, is said. That's the balance as well. If you're in the home, like in feeling home within yourself as well, finding a balance. I'm gonna read it out in the book as well. That is 44. That's the last card. This card represents a homecoming of the soul, of finding your tribe. Like I said, you're feeling home, of coming home. The situation you're inquiring about has the potential to be your homecoming, a safe and secure place that both nourishes and facilitates your growth, whether it be a school, relationship, a job, or truly a home. Go for it. So, let me get some more advice for Leo. Okay, this is right. We have loads, not these, okay? Okay. So we have here, we have perfectionism. Permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's a root of creativity and change. Allow me, divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. Now, if you are facing that, you want to have a conversation with someone about something, then this is the time maybe to watch very carefully how you approach the conversation, because it can cause a miscommunication or misunderstandings. But you have to remember not to take anything personally, not too personally, but rather than constructive criticism. It's not the time to shoot and ask questions later. Just really reconsider. So if things are not going, don't try to be a perfect. Things can get very messy and very big mayhem. People come in and out, and whole exes come back, and them they love you, they want you back, and you're like, but I'm already in a relationship. Or so just kind of don't try to be perfect, but admit your flaws as well. So another one is trust. When love is invited to take over, right actions arise at the right time. Allow me, dear divine, to wait patiently until the timing is right. Let me rest in the unknown until a clear path is shown. The trust that things will fall into their own space and in the right time. Okay. Sometimes we feel that we have to lose someone to understand the love, or how much we actually need them, or how unhealthy this connection was. So these are the things to watch out for. And intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align and move in harmony. May I always focus on the highest. My intentions is that all God's wishes for me come true. So the advice here is as well, how true are your intentions? Are your intentions trying to please others, or are they actually value for you as well? or you're putting your own personal needs on the backbone just to keep everyone happy around you. So, because that is not going to last either. So this is all I have for you, my Leos. Try to keep it small and happy and joyful. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to chat to you soon. Mwah.